My woman, if this ruins us, I'm sorry. I recorded this with hands that weren't steady, because I know what I'm about to say might change everything. I know it might hurt you, might shake what we've built, might make you question everything you thought was solid between us. And if it does, if this ruins the future we dreamed of, then just know, before anything else, I'm sorry. Not sorry because I want to escape it. Not sorry to clean my name or soften the truth. I'm sorry because you never deserved to carry a weight you didn't ask for. You deserve better than confusion, better than guessing games, better than being blindsided by something that should have been shared, not hidden. I told myself for the longest time, just wait, the right moment will come. But the truth is, there's never a right moment to disappoint someone you love. So I kept quiet. I convinced myself that silence was safer, that protecting your heart meant keeping mine locked away. But all that did was create distance. And the thing that's hardest to admit, I didn't trust you with the full truth. Not because you're weak, but because I was. I didn't want you to look at me different. Didn't want you to see the pieces of my past that still sting. Didn't want to be the reason your smile faded. But hiding something is its own kind of betrayal. And I won't do that anymore. You've stood by me in ways I still can't explain. You gave me your loyalty without needing proof. You gave me peace without asking for perfection. And yet, I still held back. Not because I didn't love you, but because I didn't know how to be loved fully. That changes now. You deserve the whole story, even if it costs me everything. Even if this is the last message you'll hear from me with soft eyes. Even if your voice shakes when you say my name next time. Because you've been honest with me, brave with me, patient with me, patient with me. And now it's my turn. If this ruins us, if it ends here, then I'll walk away knowing at least I didn't lie in the end. But if there's a chance that you can still look at me, see the whole of me, and still say I'm here, then maybe, just maybe, we weren't built on perfect moments, but on truth that never broke, even when it hurt. After I stopped recording that first part, I just sat there with the phone in my lap, staring at the wall, thinking about all the little moments we shared, all the days that felt simple, the laughs that came easy, the comfort of hearing your voice, even when I didn't have much to say. I thought about the way you look at me, like you see something worth loving, like somehow you believe in a version of me that's more solid than the one I see in the mirror. And that's what makes this harder, because what I'm about to tell you isn't about breaking trust. It's about bringing light into the places I tried to leave in the dark. And maybe that's what hurts most. Not that I did something recently, but that I didn't trust you enough to tell you sooner. This isn't about cheating. It's not about another person. It's about something deeper. It's about fear. Fear of not being enough. Fear of losing you before I even had you completely. Fear that the man you saw wasn't the man I was all the way inside. You see, a while back, before you even knew me, I made choices I'm not proud of, not illegal, not scandalous, but choices that were selfish, that were built on ego, that came from a place of needing attention, validation, applause from people who didn't even know me. And I thought I could leave all that behind, start fresh with you, build something new and real. And for a while I did, but here's the thing about the past. It doesn't stay buried forever. It creeps in, not loudly, but quietly. It shows up in how you hesitate to be fully open. It shows up when someone loves you too purely, and you start to feel unworthy of it. And that's what happened. I'd see the way you believed in me, and instead of leaning into it, I pulled back. Not because I didn't want you, but because I didn't believe I deserved someone like you. And that's where I went wrong. Because while you were giving me all your love, your time, your softness, your honesty, I was still carrying a version of myself that I hadn't made peace with. That's what this video is about. Not a scandal, not a betrayal, but a reckoning. I'm facing who I've been, not because I got caught, not because someone forced me to, but because you deserve someone who walks in truth, not shadow. If this ruins us, it won't be because I didn't love you, it'll be because I waited too long to be transparent. But I hope, God, I hope that you hear me clearly when I say this. You are the one I want, not just in words, but in action, in healing, in truth. You've shown me what real love looks like. And now it's my turn to show you that I can be that kind of love too. Not perfect, but honest. Not shiny, but rooted. And if you walk away after this, I'll understand. But I'll never stop being thankful that for a little while, I got to know what real love felt like because of you. I've been thinking about how love gets tested, and not in the loud dramatic ways that movies show, not always in betrayal or screaming or doors being slammed. Sometimes it's tested in the quiet, in the space between two people, when truth finally shows up. That's where we are now, in that space. And I don't know how you'll fill it, with forgiveness, with distance, with silence. I guess I have to accept that it's not mine to control anymore. But what is mine is responsibility. Owning what I didn't say sooner. Owning how I tried to protect us by hiding pieces of myself, when really all I did was delay the pain. Pain that I should have faced with you a long time ago. I kept telling myself, once we're stronger, once we're more settled, once she really loves me, I'll tell her. But love isn't something you gamble with. You don't wait until it's safe to tell the truth. You tell the truth because love is supposed to be a safe place. And you were that for me, still are. But now I've brought weight into our peace. Now I've shaken something that didn't need to be shaken. And I know this might make you feel like you don't even know who I am. But hear me, please. The man who laughed with you on the phone for hours, that was me. The man who showed up when you were exhausted and didn't say a word, just held your hand, that was me. The one who looked at you like you were the only thing in the room, me. None of that was fake. None of it was an act. But the mistake I made was thinking I had to hide old parts of myself to keep this new love alive. And now I see how unfair that was to you. How selfish it was to make you walk into a story you didn't fully know. So here's the part I want you to understand. You did everything right. You've been nothing but honest, loyal, present. Loving in ways I didn't know I needed. This isn't your fault. This is mine. But if there's still a chance, even the smallest one, for us to come back from this, I'll do whatever it takes to earn that space again. Because you're not just someone I love. You're someone I respect. Someone I admire. Someone I prayed for when I didn't even believe I was worthy of the answer. And if this message breaks us, if this is the moment we stop being us, then please walk away knowing I never stopped choosing you in my heart. Even when I was too afraid to say the full truth, you were still the one I pictured at the end of every day. After I recorded the last part, I sat with my head in my hands for a long time. No music, no distractions, just silence, and the weight of everything I hadn't said for too long. And then a thought came to me. What if she doesn't even get mad? What if she just gets quiet and leaves? Because sometimes silence hurts more than anger. When someone screams, at least You know they care. But silence. That's where people disappear. I don't want to disappear from your life. I don't want this message to be the final thing that echoes in your heart when you think of me. But I also know that once trust is cracked, even a little, you start to second guess everything. You start wondering, was he ever honest? Was this moment real? Was I just filling a space for him? And I hate that you're probably asking yourself those questions now, because the answer to every single one of them is simple. Yes, it was real. Yes, I was honest. Just not soon enough. Yes, you were more than enough. And no, you weren't just filling space. You became home. Do you remember the night you told me something you had never told anyone else? You were nervous. Your hands were cold. Your voice was soft, like you were afraid I'd walk away. And I told you I'd never use your pain against you, that I'd hold it the way you handed it to me, carefully. I meant that. And now I'm hoping, praying, that you'll do the same for me. Not because I deserve it, but because maybe you can see that the man I am today is not the man I was when those things happened. People talk about healing all the time, but healing doesn't mean you erase the past. It means you stop letting it control your present. It means you finally face it, own it, speak it, even when your voice shakes. That's what I'm doing now. And I don't know how it'll land with you. I don't know if you'll pause this video and walk away. I don't know if you'll cry, scream, or stare at the ceiling like I did when I first faced it myself. But I hope you hear my heart. I never meant to hurt you. I never planned to keep secrets from you. But I was scared that the truth would make you leave. And now I see how hiding it might do exactly that. I should have trusted you with the full version of me from the start. Because you've shown over and over that you're not just here for the good parts. You love in real ways. You love even when it's messy, even when it's confusing, even when the picture isn't perfect. That's rare. And I should have protected that with more honesty, not less. So this is me, not begging, not defending, not hiding, just standing here, emotionally stripped down, saying the one thing I should have said a long time ago. I'm sorry for waiting. I'm sorry for underestimating you. I'm sorry for not trusting the heart that was always open to mine. If this ruins us, I'll carry that. I'll take the fall. I won't speak badly of you. I won't rewrite the story, because even if it ends here, what we had will always be the most honest thing I've ever known, even if it came later than it should have.